What's that loud? Hit it, boys, you know how it is. YST up in your studio. One time, let's go, boy. Holla.
And I'm back. Welcome once again to another edition of NamRequest. I'm Paula, ready to serve you, my people, with the latest, the throwbacks, all the best local music videos that's out there. So you request for your jams and we play them right here on NamRequest. Don't go anywhere because we are going on a bumpy ride.
Hey, Jonas Dongo. I'm here in the Commercial Swap Rig tournament, and I was playing for Samara myself. Just here to request my favorite song, Bandu Vendona.
I talk to all the way from Bendu, representing Square Kotani, Freedom Square, and I'd really like to request a song from the Square Kotani, Skeletons and Bones. Olala salute to all the boys from the castle, from the hood, you know. Finish my native here. Salva Paz for the song. Love you all.
And with my booster, let me scold these cats a little bit, eh? This beautiful music to God's son. More than his words for these people to believe in him. And you think, nigga, that you're gonna make it in this music business, but just your lyrical content, nigga. Nigga, you play.
DJ be the,
nigga, you play, nigga.
DJ be the name, I've been nice with the flow since back in the day, son. I put years in the game, but should've been the same, but we chillin' trying to get some. It's a relay. Fuck them other niggas, that's what we say. See, I never gave a F about what he say or she say. I do my own thing. Trying to set it up and get my own crib. Shorty back it up and let me get in. Drink a big beer and I disappear. Throw my nigga here, this is our year. My bitches stay lovely. My niggas stay hungry. I chain with no diamonds. We out here, we grind.
Dara mulongwero shiwana kusho shiruro chafika. Gotopatana turange mokombi fandi kupakele kwe pita. Blessings on blessings on blessings to ale kucha mokanona komstita. I got the boomer and Dimbonyo no makuma. Far from an amateur. Shout out my boozer for showing these niggas how we really trapping in Africa. And I'm body so many, it's kinda like killing, it's part of my character. Vambo fandi kasi nandendelo kutili famarange ngovalo kutu square no even
I'm the boy, skip all that, I'm my goose. My contract ain't got no flaws. Made nigga, I done wipe my floors. Clean bitch, you can't ignore. Need help, niggas at my door. But they ain't really hollering about nothing. Then I can't really get it. Tamara akhaba. Hate the smell of my blood. Screaming out, free my nigga Franklin. We just need to move up, bitch. We just need to move up. Yeah. When I pull up, it's really a mess. They know it's King J in the flesh. Here made the boomer, Ozdala Pansola, the big guy, they shooter, so shout out to Dash. I've been consistent, but I'm not alone. I am on top, you ain't acting my zone. If I shoot you, that look like a shot from a drone. I'm buzzing and clearly just not on my phone. Overcame adversity, then graduated to the hood university. Perfected my profession. Attract those girls that's perky and close to perfection. Banda, stand up, it's a party. With bad yellow girls playing Cardi. Highly energetic, this is so electric. This is what happens when you put us on the remix. Hey!
Yeah, tu pula, yeah. It's boom on my puta, penduko, angula, yeah. Kakongo chinga no tilo luhefo. We go fuego, never looking back, no. I ain't got a place for the devil. My delivery range said the game is changed, so I could defend the race more. I need me some of the faith. Praying every day that I find my escape. Wanna see things, never let me go fade. I need be some of the strength. You ain't gotta die to be dead to me. I keep the faith, never disappear. Homie, grab a stool while I talk to me. Acceleration can be free.
I'm taking the game, what you niggas taking? You think you made a killing? I think you're just mistaken. Look at where you landed, you ain't even got the plot. How the hell you cooking, you ain't even got the pot? Oh my god, I ain't throwing no shots, but I know a couple rappers about to go nuts. Shout out to the gang, boomer to the people. All you he's bang, bend the power ain't equal. Don't confuse that with the music, no highlight, don't trip. My reputation like a cause sign, I gotta stand there. But now I'm caught up in the rumor, and you wanna show for my highlight. But now I'm caught up in the rumor, and you wanna show for my highlight. Captive rumor.
I'm no role model. Cover your Bible, live life, had go no tomorrow. Mujita swallow my sorrows, my church is that too hard broke. End up in a prison cell or a hospital.
collabo after collabo. Oh, collabo after collabo. Isn't it so amazing when Namibian musicians come together and they give us smashes like the ones that just played? Now you can hear some more of your smashing local hits right here on NamRequest. I'm Paula. Please don't go anywhere. We got some more music videos coming your way.
Yo, it's your boy MVG, all the way from German, and you're watching Name Tunes. I just want to request a song by KPE Energy, and it goes out to all my dope in the hood.
Yo, my name is Paz. I would like to request a song. Ethics. I'm sorry.
My moves are catchy, and you never have to worry about the cold night. You're dealing with daddy, get comfortable, baby, you hold my. There won't be side chick. I'm the one with the hangover. You're the one that should come over. Baby, would you roll over? Want you close, want you all over. I'm the one with the hangover. You're the one that should come over. Baby, would you roll over? Want you close, want you all over.
I wanna touch your body, your low. When the sun's up, with the hangover. Then it's all over.
Baby, would you come close? Wanna touch your body, your low. When the sun's up, with the hangover. Then it's all over. Don't carry now your hangover. Otherwise, I know your hangover. Give me a little hangover. Then do now your hangover. Don't carry now your hangover. Otherwise, I know your hangover. I want to do those things. Everything I do is a courtesy. Baby boy, can I come over? I don't think I will come sober. I'm getting that day for the hangover. Then I sit on that beat, make it spill over.
Baby, won't you come close? I wanna touch your body, your low. When the sun's up, with the hangover. Then it's all over.
Baby, won't you come close? Wanna touch your body all over. When the sun's up, with the hangover. Then it's all over. Don't carry now your hangover. Otherwise, I know your hangover. Give me a little hangover. Then do now your hangover. Don't carry now your hangover. Otherwise, I know your hangover. Give me a little hangover. Then do now your hangover.
Quiero comerte viva que tú sabes que soy hueco. Bailame suave que me pongo violento. Me inspira, quiere que sea su dueño. Sea cubana como otro consecuente. So papita, you can tell oh she no good mover. Very well disappear with the bad boys. Caramel on the Halabu Pomona. Baby, won't you come close? I wanna touch your body, your low. When the sun's up with the hangover. Then it's all over.
Baby, would you come close? Wanna touch your body all over. When the sun's out, we'll be hangover. Then it's all over. Don't carry now your hangover. Otherwise, I know your hangover. Give me a little hangover. Then do now your hangover. Don't carry now your hangover. Otherwise, I know your hangover. Give me a little hangover. Then do now your hangover.
Yeah. Can you feel the vibe in the air? I do. I never had a girl like you. All these other girls I just see right through. I got my eyes on you. I see those hips. Pick a place on the atlas so we could end up in Hawaii, Dubai, everything nice like ice, and I said everything nice. Shorty, you better than most. You just as good as pop and sauce. Love what you do. I love it. The energy, I feel it too. You know I do. You must be mad. You must be. And I'm crazy too. I'm crazy too. Is it crazy too? To get lost with you.
I know your girls act like they met me before. Al Pacino, the type where they spend for casino. Girl, you're the type that can make a bad man wanna come back for more. Like, aye. You see my girl, so she fine, aye. I make money, make she fly, aye. My true love, no be lie, aye. See from the east to the west, I'ma give you the best, me not send if you pay me. Everything nice when I'm with you, girl, you make me feel like aye.
Love what you do, I love it. The energy, I feel it too. You know I do. You must be mad, you must be. And I'm crazy too, I'm crazy too. Is it crazy too? To get lost with you. Aye. It's the way you aye. Make a man go aye. Hands up like why, this energy electric. It's a vibe, or is that you that make me feel alive? Oh, I couldn't find better if I try, I couldn't find better if I try, You make me go yo. How we gonna keep it on the low? You make me go
That was KPE List and Ice Prince right here on NamRequest. Like, I can't believe Ice Prince was in the country and I didn't get to see him. Like, yo, Ice Prince, especially because the guy followed me on Twitter. Yeah, I just had to throw it in there. But KP, yo, mulekala. Follow his sister, yo, at Day in the Life of Paula. The rest of you can do the same. I'll be right back to say my goodbyes.
Hey yo, what's up? My name is Sensei and I'd like to request a song, King Elegant, Cinderella. As a shout out to all my homies everywhere around the earth, man.
My name is Samuel Kamara from Osaka, Mondesa. I want to request a song from GOtv.
I'm just trying to get my crown back.
It's Big Cat. Yeah. It's Big Cat. Straight from the streets of Vintage City, 061 Music presents the Big Cat. Vintage Stand I give you fire every time my pen hits the pad. Fans go wild, haters stay mad. Girls lose their boyfriends just to stand and stare at. Take a picture for your phone, I'm a walking gallery. Big Cat is back in full effect, and when I rock a crowd, I'm guaranteed to get a fat check. I ain't bragging, I'm just driving the bandwagon. 061T and my jeans stay sagging. I can blow up like a bomb with a mic in my palm. It ain't hard for me to take that girl from under your arm. I'm that live, somebody give me your high five. I've been ill with the skill ever since 9-5. I was born to rap, the flow shaking
not stirred, so that makes me James Bond to rap. Y'all niggas is scraps, so fall the back. Even with 9 lives, you'll never be cat. It's your boy Big Cat, and I'm coming to you live from 061 Vintage City, Jefferson. Got the keys to the city, that means I'm the one. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. High five. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. High five. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. And this one goes out to all the radio DJs. Thanks for the connect and having me on replay. My life is okay, every day my B-day. Waiting for payday so I can catch a vacay. Hey, homeboy, I'm chillin' with $1 million plans on top of my ceiling. I'm a beast when it comes to the pen and the pad. I'm back on the charts, haters stay mad. Kitty cat or big cat, it's still the same thing. Make noise like a big cat every time I'm on the scene. You best believe that I'm the man of your dreams. You're addicted to hip-hop, I'm the drug for you fiends. Put me on any mic, guarantee I'll abuse it. Knowledge is power, it's up to you to use it. I'm winning, such a beautiful feeling. 061 music with the kings in this business. Your boy Big Cat, and I'm coming to you live from 061 Vintage City, Jefferson. Got the keys to the city, that means I'm the one. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. High five. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. High five. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. Town boy, show me love. Tura girl, show me love. The whole city, show me love. Live from 061 to 065. Swagger Boom, show me love. Up north, show me love. Down south, show me love. Live from 061 to 065. It's your boy Big Cat, and I'm coming to you live from 061 Vintage City, Jefferson. Got the keys to the city, that means I'm the one. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. High five. So next time you see me, you give me a high five. High five. So next time you see me, you give me a high five.
Let's go, move it.
Baby boo, let's go, move it. Where are you? You forgot your shoe. Baby boo, where are you? I'm looking for you. Yeah. You my Cinderella. You my Cinderella. You my Cinderella. You my Cinderella. Say baby boo, where are you? I've been looking for you. Say baby boo, you forgot your shoe in my room.
Hey, kids who on the
I can't remember what you look like. All I remember, you were so wild. I can't remember what you look like. All I remember, you were so wild. Baby boo, where are you? You forgot your shoe. Say, baby boo, where are you? I'm looking for you. Yeah. You my Cinderella. You my Cinderella. You my Cinderella. You my Cinderella. You the one I've been looking for. You the one I've been fighting for. Cinderella, the story is magical.
story is critical. When the Congo na lem nona. When the Congo na lem nona. When the mono na lem nona.
K Ketu on the beat.
Baby boo, where are you? You forgot your shoe. Baby boo, where are you? I'm looking for you. Yeah. You my Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. You my Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. You my Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. You my Cinderella, 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 Cinderella.
Another day done and dusted. I gotta get out of here. I will see you next time, so please make sure you join me. Otherwise, go follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's NamRequest. Bye.
everybody, and welcome to Echo Africa. It's great to have you with us. I'm Chris Alems in Lagos, Nigeria. As always, we have a lot of interesting news stories on the environment from Europe and Africa.
That is right, Chris. And I am Sandra Twinovideo coming to you from Kampala here in Uganda. A big hello to everybody. Today we'll be taking you on a trip all over our beautiful continent as we investigate some of the many environmental problems that we face here. Among the topics on the show, how hygiene in Eswatini's clinics has received a sudden boost, how Germany aims to grow its renewable energy sources, and how South Africa's grasslands can be preserved and people's lives improved at the same time. First, we head to Eswatini. What is that, you may be asking? Not everybody knows that Eswatini is the new name of Swaziland, adopted in 2018. The small landlocked country lies between South Africa and Mozambique. Less than a year ago, most of its clinics did not have access to clean hot water. When the coronavirus hit, it became more urgent than ever before to remedy the situation. Thanks to an international initiative, things are suddenly a lot better.
Anyone wanting to enter the Bawini Health Center in Eswatini must first wash their hands. Hot water is now available for the purpose, only a recent development. Here, and in nearly 100 state clinics, the water is heated using solar power. It's available both for the patients and staff.
They come with a lot of microbes from outside. So it's best that they wash their hands so that they eliminate most of the bacteria from their hands.
In the southern African country of Eswatini, the average life expectancy is only around 59 years. That's among the lowest in the world. A lack of clean water is part of the problem. Livestock, agriculture, and sewage contaminate the water, making it unsafe to drink. Until now, Messiah Shabangu and his family only had this water to depend on. It comes straight from the river. But now, he's heard that the clinics offer a safe alternative.
So now when we need water, the very clean water and the hot water for free, we go down to the hospital.
Long queues form outside the clinics. Each person is allowed 1 canister of clean water a day. The water has been heated to 90 degrees Celsius, enough to kill most germs and bacteria. Messiah Shabangu is also here to receive his daily ration. Drought is becoming an increasing problem because of climate change. The water level in the reservoirs has dropped and groundwater has also been affected. A station has been set up to monitor the water table.
We need to understand what happens to our water table with the changes in terms of weather patterns and rainfall as well.
The data show where it's still safe to extract groundwater. So far, 10 such observation sites have been set up across the country. A central server tracks the status of each aquifer in real time. South Africa's Groundwater Management Institute is part of the project and keeps a close eye on water security in the region.
Groundwater is at risk of pollution, and once you pollute groundwater, it is not easy to purify it back to its original state. So that is a big concern. So we actively have to put in place mechanisms to assess and protect the quality of groundwater, as well as also monitor its abstraction.
The water heating project was co-financed by Germany's development bank, KfW. Eswatini's Prime Minister, Themba Masuko, says improving public health is a major priority for his government. He believes it's key to the country's development.
When we put health ahead, we had to build the clinics. We had to build other infrastructure. And in that process, our partners, we tapped into that relationship and they said, we can come and help you. And that is the essence of development cooperation.
The clinic project was implemented by a German-Australian company. 10,000 people already have access to safe water every day, and soon schools will also be provided with hot water too. The company is constructing a large solar plant in Eswatini.
You can do an altruistic deed, but ultimately, not directly, but indirectly, you can get a commercial gain out of that. That's good business, good sense, but also it's being a good corporate citizen as well.
Meanwhile, Nurse Lamini says the clean water makes her job easier in the pandemic. Thanks to the new hygiene measures, it's also much safer for her. And the hot water has arrived just in time, as winter is now approaching in Eswatini.
That is great. Clean hot water courtesy of the sun. Its energy is just one of the many natural resources we can abuse or use wisely to make the world better and our lives better.
On January 30th, the WHO declares the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern. One day after Valentine's 15th Feb 2020, a man tests positive for the virus in Egypt, the first case on the African continent.
Many African countries have been praised for waging an effective campaign to stop the spread of COVID-19 despite having weak health systems. With a population of more than 1 billion people, the continent has had about 4 million cases according to data from the Johns Hopkins University.
This was foreseen. Viruses mutate, and investigations are usually ongoing to know if they are more deadlier or less deadlier. But remember, data is still being gathered, and Ian, to note is that the measures that were curbing the COVID-19 are still the same. Social distancing, washing your hands, wearing a face mask, these still apply.
COVID has certainly unearthed many of the challenges that exist within the health system, and the challenges of operating within a failing and health system. For example, human resources, lack of robust supply chains, leadership, and so on.
Our next story is about protecting the lives of wild animals. Every year, 20,000 elephants fall prey to poachers in Africa, most in Zimbabwe and Kenya. And although Ghana isn't really considered a hotspot for poaching, there were times people felt they had no other way to make a living.
Jeffrey Afenyo used to come to the forest of Amajofe to kill animals. Now he comes to protect them. Parts of the forest became a refuge, and the poacher has become a ranger. He and his colleagues are documenting the traces wildlife leave behind and any destructive human activities. Now that poachers' traps like this one are being removed, there are more antelopes here again.
As we stop killing them, so their number become more. When I see them, they look nice to me, because the time when I was killing them, it was night that I was going to bush to kill them. So I see the reflect of the eyes when I put the light on them. So I never see them clear like this at daytime. But when I see them now, they look so nice to me, so I also decide not to kill them anymore.
The documentation he works on enables inferences about which species live in the Oniponi Endangered Species Refuge. Once a month, he replaces the batteries in the camera traps. The photos will help with the creation of a more detailed census of the forest's inhabitants. The Togo slippery frog, which only lives in this region, is one of several species here that are critically endangered. But its population is growing, much to the delight of the NGO's founder.
When we talk about habitat, it's just basically like where you live. When your house and your neighborhood is destroyed, you cannot survive. And that's exactly what the community was doing to this frog. So this is how we've resolved it. One, we did campaigns to reduce the consumption of this frog as food. And the second thing that we've done so very well, one was to provide boreholes, sources of water for the people, so that they don't need to come and bath and wash and use the stream in a manner that destroys the habitat of the forest.
The Oni-Poni Endangered Species Refuge has recently been expanded by an area the size of 16,000 soccer fields, thanks to neighboring landowners and churches. A significant achievement, considering that Ghana has lost 20% of its forest cover over the past 2 decades.
So we've already heard about using energy from the sun to improve hygiene. Our next report is about harnessing the wind to generate electricity. In Germany, the country is determined to leave dirty coal and dangerous nuclear reactors behind and produce energy in a clean and sustainable way. That is quite a challenge to supply a large population and lots of energy-hungry factories. Now, part of the answer is to build ever bigger and taller wind turbines.
This huge ring of concrete is just one small part of an incredibly tall tower that's going up near Münster in western Germany. It will support a wind turbine. The segments are so big, they have to be put together on site.
We began with the first prototype in 2010. Since then, we've built and erected more than 2,000 wind turbines. We even built the world's tallest in 2017, with a hub height of 178 meters.
At the moment, 13 wind turbines are being built here. The energy they'll deliver will be needed, especially once Germany's last coal power plant shuts down in 2038. But the expansion of wind energy is not going fast enough in many parts of the country, says Milan Nitschke. He's managing director of the company that operates this wind farm, which faced pushback from locals. That's part of why it can take 10 years for a project to be approved. Banners like these are one sign of local resistance. Some people in the region complain that wind turbines are a blot on the landscape. This village is home to an active citizens' initiative. Mechthild Arning is already annoyed that her house is surrounded by wind turbines. Now they'll be joined by more, less than a kilometer away from her farm.
You can hear the wind turbines from 1.5 kilometers away. You hear them turning. It's annoying.
Other residents feel less disturbed.
They don't bother me. I don't have any nearby. I only see them in the distance. I work in a green job myself, so I can relate. It's good that we're working toward renewable energy and bidding goodbye to fossil fuels.
There are ways to get communities on board. Milan Nitschke talked to residents beforehand and had a good experience on this project. He offered them a share in the wind farm's profits.
What we do is raise the capital for the project from local residents. They essentially give us a loan, and we give them back interest at a fixed rate. That could be 5%, maybe 6%. That's quite a lot compared to the interest rates banks offer nowadays.
And experts say the environmental impacts, especially on animals, are less than many assume.
Bird strikes are not such a big problem compared to the number of birds killed on highways or killed by cats. If we really wanted to do something for birds, we should consider the impact of domestic cats or the speed limits on the highway. That would probably make a much bigger difference.
Nevertheless, the industry is working to improve the turbines so they're more environmentally friendly, even with blades over 80 meters in length.
To make the turbines quieter, we use slats that help reduce turbulence and reduce noise. To help protect the environment, we have sensors that register any bats flying nearby. Then the turbines shut down automatically.
If all the older wind parks in Germany were replaced with more efficient ones like these, the country could meet all its current electricity needs, but not for long, because these needs might soon double with more electric vehicles on the road and further digitalization of the economy.
Wind, along with solar and biomass, are the renewable energy sources of the future. But every wind turbine is an intrusion into nature, so this electricity comes at a cost. And that cost is much more than a certain number of cents per kilowatt hour. So this power must be used sparingly. Electric cars shouldn't consume 20 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers if we can get that number down below 10. And we can. It's technically entirely possible.
Of course, it should be standard practice to use energy wisely and without waste, in industry, on the roads, and at home. Soon this wind park will deliver green power to 40,000 households.
Win free airtime with One Africa TV. Share your comments on the channel. WhatsApp your feedback, name and town to 081 200 6659. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
White sandy beaches are beautiful, but not always as clean as they look. A study found that many beaches in northern Cyprus are highly contaminated with microplastics. Concerned youths have now decided to take action against it for the sake of their island's future.
An island paradise. Cyprus is a jewel in the eastern Mediterranean, boasting Greek and Roman ruins dating back to antiquity, beautiful beaches, and a lot of trash where it doesn't belong in the natural surroundings. Island residents are cleaning up. Eco Africa looks at 3 of their inspirational initiatives. Save your hood, cleaning up beaches and neighborhoods. This armchair clearly wasn't left by the Romans. It's amazing all the rubbish that can be found in the natural areas. The volunteer garbage heroes pick up the waste that others have left behind. A good deed that's lots of fun and will hopefully inspire others to follow suit.
We organize events every weekend for those who wish to join us with the cleanup and help achieve our goals.
Cans for kids, recycling for a good cause. Aluminium is a valuable raw material. Volunteers are collecting drink cans and selling them in the form of pressed aluminium blocks. The proceeds go to buy medical equipment for a children's ward at a local hospital.
So far, we've given them very close to 300,000 euros from recycling aluminium. We always say to people, don't trash it, let us cash it.
Refill Cyprus. Reduce plastic pollution. The idea is simple. People can fill up their own bottles from public water taps financed by donations rather than buying water in plastic bottles. 3 ideas, 1 goal. Getting garbage under control through proper disposal, recycling, or just avoiding it completely to ensure Cyprus remains what it is, an idyllic Mediterranean island.
Let's now meet some women here in Nigeria who have found a very useful, practical way to harness nature for a good cause.
They have indeed, Chris. What they're doing is good for public health, good for the soil, and a way to save money. It looks like a real win-win-win situation.
Chemical pesticides are still the main weapon for many farmers.
trees are actually everywhere in your neighborhood, and you can easily produce it for your farm. In terms of health-wise, it's health risk-free.
The leaves are pounded and soaked in hot water for 24 hours and then strained. The resulting brew provides nutrients for the plants and helps to keep parasites away. When dry, the seeds turn white and can also be pressed to produce oil. Anne-Marie Abagu explains how to apply the neem extracts by mixing them with water or applying them directly to the leaves. Neem products need more time to react than chemical alternatives, but they're more sustainable.
And how about you? If you're also doing your bit, tell us about it. Visit our website or send us a tweet.
Different landscapes. They too are at risk to varying degrees. The enormous grasslands in the east of the country are threatened by mining, erosion and overgrazing. And that means the livelihoods of the people there are also in jeopardy. But there's some great projects to help the people.
These auctions are very good for us and very vital for us because we don't hire transport to take our stock to the site for selling. They come to us, and sometimes we do negotiate the price if we are not satisfied.
In the past, smallholders in South Africa's grasslands could only buy from and sell to their neighbours. The big cattle auctions were held much too far away. For many around here, the mobile auctions have been the only source of income during the pandemic.
People are auctioning.
The Environmental and Rural Solutions, or ERS organisation, launched the auctions in 2014. Since then, 3,800 cattle have gone under the hammer for a total of €1.7 million. That's benefited more than cattle scientist Nikki MacLeod and soil scientist Lipalesa Sisimatela founded ERS 20 years ago. The cattle auctions are just one part of a wider scheme to promote society.
Keep beautiful grassland intact as a water absorber. It's basically the skin on the ground, the skin on the earth. Keeping this grassland intact is so important for replenishing our water source areas.
But tackling the issue of overgrazing in a region that depends on livestock farming is a challenge. One solution involves reviving an age-old herding tradition, Maboela.
It started a long time ago with our forefathers. The way they used to do it was to pile up some stones and paint them. That way, the community knew which side was fallow and which side was for grazing.
This traditional system of land rotation had been used for a very long time. But as more and more people left the area to find work in the cities, the practice died out.
A lot of the younger people didn't understand it. But if they talked to the elders of the community, then it was easier to have the system more accepted. The other challenge that we have that is major around here is livestock theft.
Here in the grasslands, 47% of young people are unemployed, and crime rates are soaring. But ERS has found a solution to that problem as well. In the village of Mparana, sheep are being tattooed, so it's clear who they belong to. That makes stealing them pointless. The branding is done by eco-champs, young people trained by the ERS team as veterinary paramedics. They work by themselves, distributing medicine and vaccinating livestock on remote farms.
Sanitize, please.
It's a very successful project.
I used to have 12 cattle, 5 sheep, but now, due to this association helping us with the vaccination and other medicines, I'm having now 30 sheep. I'm having 20 cattle due to this.
Lipasela Sisimatela and Nikki MacLeod have convinced many people here in Eastern Cape Province that living in harmony with nature benefits them too and helps secure their livelihoods.
We've come to the end of this week's episode of Eco Africa. I hope you've enjoyed our reports on small initiatives, big projects and dedicated people. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you again next week. I am Sandra Twinoblio here in Kampala. So long, goodbye, bye Chris.
Bye Sandra, and goodbye everybody out there. I hope to see you all next week. In the meantime, you can always visit our website and social media channels. I am Chris Elams, signing off from Lagos. Bye-bye.
This morning woke up holding my head, hearing my heartbeat all night long. Shades of this motel keeping me in bed, reading the news, just trying to stay strong. I need to just get up, take a deep breath, keep it together, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Sun on my face, feeling okay. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day.
On the Gold Coast of West Africa lies the peaceful and diverse nation of Ghana. I'm pretty close right now to the geographical center of the Earth. It is also one of the last pockets for elephants in the wilds of West Africa.
Every country in the world just about has cattle, sheep, goats, horses, donkeys, but it's only Africa that has the real megafauna, the charismatic stuff which people in the rest of the world want to see.
The passion that the staff have for the job. There's value to a bird which brings birders to a place like this. I mean, this is a birding paradise. We see an intrinsic appreciation and joy from seeing the wildlife out here, but not everybody does.
You can't get to Moli and then will not be passionate about what we do, because you'll be the only one left. Everybody is passionate.
The only worthwhile war